Switzerland.
Good morning. I'm Eric for Frank Buckley. New details about the woman facing attempted murder charges after a shooting at her L.A. home. What we know about her past coming up.
Good morning. I'm Erin Myers in the newsroom. The U.S. and Israel are intensifying strikes on Iran today. This as President Trump has made contradictory statements on the war ending soon. All the very latest.
Good morning. I'm TSA staffing shortages amid a partial government shutdown are leading to long lines at several airports nationwide. It comes as millions are starting to head out for their spring break. How things are looking like here at LAX. That's next.
Good morning. I'm Jessica. The makers of a popular ranch dressing could end up paying their next European vacation. We'll explain. That's a new one.
Yeah. I'm interested. That was a good tease. I'm interested in that. Good morning. I'm Melvin Robert. Performing Night TV. Hilary Duff sings a brand new song and teaches a viral dance to Jimmy Fallon on The Tonight Show. Alexa performs her new single, Jimmy Kimmel Live. And Frey, I love the Frey, is to talk about their brand new music.
Morning, everybody. Look outside. Good thing. We're going to continue at Laguna Beach at the Surf and Beauty live shot. Up. We still have some clouds, a little fog out there. Temperatures today. Cool. We're seeing a hot wave come our way. Downtown, it was 74 yesterday, so we're a tad cooler. We're going to keep some clouds around. A nice sea breeze. The push with us today. It ends tomorrow. Tomorrow we start conditions, and it will get really hot Thursday, and get you to it. Of weather, which I will give those details coming up in just a few minutes. In the meantime, Ginger with a look at traffic. Good morning.
Yeah, I mean, maybe more people will be out to get work in, and then tomorrow maybe just kind of different, right, and staying in. And we want to move over to where things are real tough. Okay, so for your plan, just Artesia 605, it's multi-car or two vehicles ended up flipping over, one for side. At the middle lanes are blocked. They need an ambulance, so we know there's the possibility of that. And so northbound side, the split with wreck involving at least two cars. Now all drive with a 101 is like 101 at Alameda. So you're trying to get over towards downtown. That's also busy because of an earlier wreck. So are back up into the East LA area. Already a fairly tough drive. So if you want to take like and Boyle Avenue, you got to know the turnpike will be crowded as well. And the same, you want to take say turns into Sunset. I think that'll be busy through Chinatown and it's Silver Lake. We're going to watch all the things though that will jam up your drive. I'll send it to you.
Ginger, thank you. Is going to block the through this until the U.S. attacks end. Meantime, Defense Secretary Seth said this morning the U.S. is carrying the most intense strikes on Iran since the weekend. KTLA's Erin Myers is in the newsroom. More, Erin, good morning.
Good morning, Eric. The U.S. and Israel continue their unrelenting attacks on Iran. President Trump says the war could be coming to an end. At a Pentagon briefing this morning, Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth spoke about what would be happening when it came to actions taken today.
Today will be yet again our most intense day strikes inside Iran. The most fight, most bombers, the most strikes, intense, more refined, and better than ever. So that's on one hand. On the other hand, the last 24 hours have seen Iran fire the lowest number of missiles they've been capable of firing yet.
This video from Tehran shows blasts rocking the city early this morning, with residents of Iran telling the New York Times last night. And when it comes to the war, President Trump has contradictory statements. It ends soon, but also warning of more aggressive action if Iranian leaders continue threats to filters in this move. In response, Iranian officials said they must seeking a ceasefire. And according to the New York Times, the country will continue to place. Though prices have dropped today after the president's announcement, the war could soon be over. Iran also kept up its strikes on nearby a fatal Iranian attack on a residential building in the capital killed a woman and injured 8 others. The day after a drone injured 32 people there. At Abu Dhabi, there are reports a major oil and gas production hub was hit, leading to a fire. And now Australia has granted asylum to 5 members of the Iranian women's soccer team who were in the country for a tournament, with CNN reporting those should go two more to stay. During the tournament, the women were silent for the anthem match, which some viewed as an act of resistance. The women were said to be transported to a safe location early this morning.
Australia taking the Iranian women's soccer team into us. These women are tremendously popular in Australia, but we realise they are in a terribly difficult situation with the decisions that they're making.
Somber scene at Dover Air Force Base last night at the dignified for the 7th U.S. 26-year-old Benjamin died after being wounded during a March 1st attack in Saudi Arabia. President Trump was not in attendance, though Vice President J.D. Vance and the Defense Secretary were. General Dan Kane had this state of family members who have lost a member in the conflict.
To the families and the families of our fallen, we share in profound grief. The Joint Force remains eternally grateful for your sacrifice and the gift of a great example that your service members have given all of us.
U.S. officials say they have struck more than 5,000 targets to date, including missile launchers and drone factories. We are told the White House will be hosting a press briefing at 11 this morning, our time. In the newsroom, I'm Erin Myers. I'll send it back to you in the studio.
Erin, we thank you for that. New details now about the woman accused of firing multiple shots at the home. Ivana Ortiz posted a video a month ago ranting about this.
That girl, the way that Rihanna wants to kill me, she's the one who wants to kill me.
TMZ reporting that the 35-year-old Florida woman was previously involuntarily committed into a psychiatric facility and lost custody of her 10-year-old child. She also posted other bizarre videos talking about singer Cardi B and Kim Kardashian. Ortiz was arrested Sunday. She used an AR-15 style rifle to nearly a dozen shots at the singer's Beverly Crest home. Investigators say Rihanna was home at the time of the shooting. No injuries were reported. Ortiz now $2 million bail.
Karen Bass is announcing new pre-approved housing designs in hopes of speeding up the rebuilding effort in Pacific Palisades. It's an expansion of the mayor's standard plan program launched last. For the Palisades, there are now 5 pre-approved single-family home models ranging from about 1,000 square feet to 15 feet. The designs do not require final approval. Spirit Airlines, which is trying to emerge from bankruptcy, is now experiencing a pilot shortage. Spirit says many of its pilots left with other carriers, so now it's trying to replace them. To fix that, the budget carrier notices to 500 pilots that it furloughed 2 years ago, asking them to come back. Spirit says the likely will not arrive in time to ease staff busy spring break travel period. The company plans to recall furloughed flight attendants.
Now at 8, Aaron, why dealing with TSA staffing shortages because of the partial government shutdown. This is resulting in longer security screening lines as the spring break travel rush gets underway. KTLA's Carlos Herrera live now at LAX, where it was looking not too bad earlier this morning. Carlos, good morning to you.
Good morning, Jessica. Look, when we were assigned this story, we expected to come here and see the long lines, just chaos and disaster. We have to admit that hasn't been the case. Take a look here. This line you see, if you even call it a line, is usual for this hour here at Terminal 7. We're seeing similar wait times at TSA checkpoints at other terminals here at LAX. And that's despite many of these TSA workers calling out sick. Unfortunately, that's been the case elsewhere because take a look here. Lines at security checkpoints continue to stretch floors at nationwide airports. Travelers at Houston's Hobby Airport are encountering security lines more than 3 hours long. Many people are missing their flights or are being delayed considerably. TSA waits at Armstrong, New Orleans, up to 2 hours. North Carolina stretching inside the airport and into a parking garage for about an hour. Hartsfield Jackson, Atlanta, Charlotte Douglas International, and George Bush Intercontinental in Houston. It's essentially because of the partial shutdown of the Department of Homeland Security, which oversees the TSA. The department posting these photos of long lines on its social media pages. It blamed Democrats for holding spring break travel, quote, hostage for political points. You see the photos here. Funding for the department lapsed in February because of Democrats and Republicans over funding for federal immigration reform. And that means TSA workers are without pay for the third time in nearly 6 months. Many are taking unscheduled time off as a result. Here at LAX, a TSA officer says lines yesterday, but that could change. Many passengers are understandably grateful knowing of the chaos that others are facing at U.S. airports. We spoke with Tehran Jones, who says her daughter just flew out of LAX yesterday.
We had to drop her off at like 4 hours before her flight, and she went to her base, Las Vegas. And Las Vegas is our flight, and she was having a lot of complications. So today, I expected long lines, out of issues, and check working.